away anytime soon. And Steph Curry didn't shut it down. The idea of him possibly coming back to Golden State, the rumor mill, part of the NBA, you know how quickly things can change, but I like where we're at. So there's all of this out there. And I just, as Kevin Durant, as we sort of work our way through this summer of KD, and eventually it will end in him winding up on some other team, how do you see it from where you sit and follow it?
Well, here's the thing. I think Kevin Durant is ultimately going to get moved to a team that's a contender. And when you look at the Golden State Warriors, the package that they could put together is probably better than anybody else that has significant interest as a true contender. But ultimately, with Kevin Durant, you're talking about this Brooklyn Nets chapter of his career being a black mark on his legacy, Greeny, because he is the face of the biggest failure in NBA history. Think about this, Greeny. You're talking about him pairing up with Kyrie Irving and James Harden. Over the last 3 years, they've only got one playoff series win to show for it. It's an embarrassment, and Kevin Durant, as the best player on this team, has to wear that, and that's the unfortunate part about it.
I actually agree with that, and we had a little pushback between Chris and Zach on this topic a little bit earlier. I mean, how do you, the people you talk to, Zach, you talk to people around the league, across the league, every single day. How do they see all of this from the KD standpoint of it?
Look, they do see some of what Chris is talking about, that, you know, KD, is he enough of a leader? I had one GM tell me a couple weeks ago, man, if Kyrie were on our team and he refused to get vaccinated, our best players would have taken him in a locker room and jabbed them himself. Now, he was being a little bit facetious, but his point was somebody needed to take charge of that situation in Brooklyn, and nobody did. And does some of that fall at the feet of the best player on the team? Sure, I guess. But the face of the biggest failure in the history of the NBA, which, by the way, that's exactly what the Brooklyn Nets are, why is the face not the guy who refused to get vaccinated, who took hiatuses from the team, who played 29 games last year? Why is the face not the guy with the beard who, because of the first guy, decided, you know what, I'm going to stop trying until you guys trade me out of here? Why is the face, why is the black mark, why is all the blame going to the only one of the three stars who actually, and I know this is a novel concept, played hard every single game he was healthy? A failure of this magnitude goes on everybody. It spreads to everybody. I'm just not sure why we have to sit up here and dedicate all of the failure and all of the blame to Kevin Durant when the failure and the blame should go elsewhere. As for the Warriors package, look, we'll see, TBD. We can talk about Durant's legacy and all of this. I do think there are plays here and places here where he can repair or polish his legacy if you agree that he needs to, and I think he probably thinks that too.
Go ahead, Fidel.
This is a part we got to remind everybody on, Greeny. Everybody in Golden State who got tired of the drama with Kevin, they always respected that he came in and put in the work every day. Brooklyn, the same way. They knew that he set the tone from a work standpoint, and he was there all the time. Tying it all back around, if he can get to Miami, I think it is a perfect fit, because that culture has been in place for years, and that team is all about the work, and he wouldn't have to worry about